Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hellcase Cup qualifiers here. We're getting started immediately, Dwayne. No chance to break down this match. We've got FeelThe Thunder versus CR4ZY in our first matchup of the qualifier bracket. We're a little bit late to jump into the game here, Dwayne, but of course, today is qualifier day for the Hellcase Cup number 8. Once again, I'm the Eternal J. I'm joined by Dwayne. Okay, let's calm it down and get into the matchup here that we have between FeelThe Thunder and CR4ZY. How you doing, man?
Yeah, look, very well. It's great to get into, especially a team that most people will at least recognize the brand and the organization of CR4ZY. Not the same CR4ZY lineup that we've seen in the early stages and the late stages of last year, but a new lineup, a CIS lineup, which you may remember Jonta, who's previously coached with Hellraisers and been involved in the CIS scene. He's coaching this young lineup.
Indeed he is, and we'll see whether he can bring them up to decent fruition. Of course, in the early couple of rounds, you're expecting CR4ZY to be able to take some of these matches, and certainly here on Inferno, they've started things off on roughly the right foot. Smokes up as standard as we set themselves up into the mid-face for the first player out. 2 kills coming in for the CT side, though, as they maintain their control above them. 3-on-3 scenario. The T's breaking up towards B. The CZ close from alEnvers, dropping the bomb of SENSEi as he goes down. Sergiz can get that trade together. And with the kill coming in towards mid, it will just leave it to the AK now to hold his own.
1 versus 2 coming out for the CT side. The position's been given up. That's going to be another round going in the way of CR4ZY and FeelThe Thunder. We did see some nice couple of picks going around that brackets area. The pistols up close and personal doing some damage. And now the buy round's going to come in for the CT side. Double AWPs actually coming out for FeelThe Thunder.
Yeah, indeed we are. Seeing those big green guns coming in for the early mid face. As you can see, Cello straight out towards that mid position, hoping to catch players off guard. Incendiary's up, but it's SENSEi with that opening kill as he drops one of the AWPs on Taka. The early pick out towards the broken wall. A good start coming in from the T side, but again, CR4ZY expecting to get these opening picks and force the issue out to their main defaults. They will force the secondary AWP back towards long, so this kind of facing up here as they exit out the apartments and get the 2 kills on short. 1 player left is the AWP. He'll take blind fire, but I don't think he'll get much out of this round. He's left to save.
And this is a fantastic round coming out for CR4ZY. They take down the early banana defender. They open up the brackets area and take control of the A bomb side. And look at the T side, they're even trying to punish and hunt down a few of these CTs. The AWP goes down, and it's all down to Endeavor's left. Over at the B bomb site with the M4 out, and does actually line up a double kill. 1 kill was a TK for the T side, but that's at least 2 players going down for CR4ZY, and the AWP recovered.
Yeah, big pick up there from the CT side, obviously, to get some of that weapon advantage away from CR4ZY. The AWP almost lining up a collateral, but only getting that 1 pick. CR4ZY will get to their 5th on the T side. Board a good start coming in for this squad. To keep it going out here against the Eco and the FeelThe Thunder side. You can see the nades are coming out already for the CTs. Like, they are looking to just rain hell above the CR4ZY side in the early facing. They can't seem to get rid of that secondary AWP on Psycho, doing his best to get it out of the way. I think that was clipped up in a recent patch, so they haven't really been able to get rid of extra weapons in that T-spawn area. Might not matter too much for them, though. For now, it is just facing it aggressive on their standard positions.
And FeelThe Thunder, not really too much aggression coming out on the City side in round number 7. And passive positions being held by the upgrades. And CR4ZY establishing some apartments control. Brackets taken already. And the CTs do have a gamble stack going out at the A bomb side, but it is going to be toxic to start things off. SENSEi chiming into the action as well. Damage has been done by the CTs, but they're yet to find a kill, Jay.
There's just contact established. Incendiary's out screen from Toxic will be able to get Cello next. Pulse making his way into the site, gets cross upwards, and now it's all alEnvers. So he's going for the knife. Ooh, here it is. How many stab wounds do you have? I don't know. I don't care. Neither the CR4ZY. 6-1 on the board.
This is just... It's going to be a one-sided affair. There's no doubt about it. I mean, CR4ZY are a team that we've seen them play in quite a few tournaments recently on online leagues. We've seen some good results from them. Still a team that's probably unknown to a lot of people, but in the CIS region at least, they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. Triple AWPs on the CT side. And quickly, the CTs are forced back from the top banana position.
Yeah, they've done their best to try and maintain that control, but they only go so far with it. It's quite difficult to take that contact when Crazy are just, you know, so heavily facing up towards them. They are taking those fights all the way up through that banana area in the mid control. It's a kill coming in for the AK. Sergiz will follow suit on towards Taka. And now it's only the orbs that remain. Ideally to be using the triple orb setup here to get the opening picks and follow suit with some turret defensives, but unfortunately they're left to do all the damage. And I'm not sure how likely it's going to be here, Dwayne, for them to do much of the damage at all. They are set up to their common positions and just holding out towards the short, long, and of course over on the B-bomb site. One kill could go the way of Cello. No, he misses that face from the player around in the corner, so no tag and no frag being found by the CTs here.
Flash is coming into the banana position. The AWP did have an opportunity. A lot of damage actually has been done over to the T side. The AWP can't quite connect. The swing going to come out. Sergiz is going to be able to take him down, and Pulse is still over at this A-bomb flash working around, hearing all these footsteps, being able to connect onto one, and there's only a single AWP presence left over on that CT side. I'm still so surprised that both Pulses and SENSEi have not gone down on the T side.
Well, single digits, Psycho will though. And Cali hoping to catch one of these players off. No, Pulse is there to shut it down. Very effective and efficiently there. So a 7-1 on the board for the Crazy side, maintaining their control above all at this stage. And it is looking confident from them. It will continue to look so, I feel like. The Deagle's out, the CZ in for Cali. And of course the AWP in for SENSEi on the Crazy contact. It's Taka taking his first face out towards mid, hoping to catch somebody off guard, but nothing will be seen early on here. It's quite aggressive from several of these players, and trying to challenge is appropriate. It's Psycho around in this corner straight into the B-bomb site, hoping to catch off one. It's actually Pulse that strikes first over in the mid position. So again, the defaults go pretty well for the T side. Toxic might get himself taken out. He just falls away, but gives away the information. He sees two, only takes one. The AK of Pulse is there to respond to it. Sees the player up in the apartments. And Crazy can deal with FeelThe Thunder pretty effectively once again.
Single player left for the City side. Deagle out. Could potentially walk through this smoke and try and catch the T's off guard, but they would have seen at least the blood traces through that smoke as soon as they're able to do a little bit of damage. So 8-1 coming out from Crazy. Now, one thing, Jay, that I suppose we could talk about is obviously the dynamic prize pool, something that's been a big factor for Hellcase over the last few cups, and obviously the prize pool continues the more the people get involved with Hellcase, which is a fantastic opportunity to see that prize pool really start to get quite high around that sort of 50k mark.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure you get involved if you want to get some sweet skins. Help support us here and running this prize pool. Certainly funding Crazy if they want to keep going at this kind of rate. If they are able to continue these performances, then things will just get better and better for them. Picking apart as many players as possible. Just easy entries coming in from the T-side forces. A 5-on-3 with Toxic and Pulse getting their opening frags, forcing the B-bomb site back. The rotations are in from FeelThe Thunder, but the chances of them making this round work must be slim at this stage here, Dwag. They will fight, they will do their best, but truth be told, I don't think that they can do much here against the AKs. And you can even see Sergiz with his confidence play out towards CT spawn, turning on towards Cali and getting the spray to 2 players left for the CTs. And if they keep facing away like this, they'll lose all their weapons and get forced back to the half-buy round.
And for FeelThe Thunder, we can definitely just see them struggling in terms of skill level against a team like Crazy. I mean, one thing that's always really disappointing is the great thing, at least for open qualifiers, is everyone gets a chance. But when it comes down to seeding, a lot of the time, you see some of the best teams in the qualifiers going against like the bottom teams of the qualifiers. And sometimes, you know, it's the luck of the draw and who you face. But for FeelThe Thunder, I mean, Crazy are a team that I could certainly see them going far in these open qualifiers.
Yeah, I feel like they're in that prime position to maintain their presence and control here and just, you know, just go take the easy victories in the best of ones. It is best of one for the early bracket as well. The best of 3 is starting tomorrow. For Crazy, that might be where the challenges really kick up for them, but even then, you know, like considering the field that we have, I'd say Crazy are in sort of like that top-end field to make that top 4. Of course, go to the Hellcase Cup itself, you know. Taka left alone here. The M4 and a 1 versus 5 around that corner. Trying to hope for something around this smoke area, but it is just Crazy putting bullets down range and eventually catching the man off guard. Easy enough for Sergiz there.
You know what? I kind of want to see a bit more of an AWP presence coming out for the City side. We saw the triple AWPs come out before, but unfortunately they weren't able to have too much impact. And look, there it is again. They're going to run the triple AWP setup, and you gotta think for FeelThe Thunder. You know, let's go into this having a bit of a laugh, and let's just see if we're able to win some rounds. And the triple AWPs might just be that factor that they need to start winning some rounds on the City side.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it's not quite as viable on a map like Inferno. If this was like Dust 2 or Train, okay, fair. But you know, even then, the shots not being connected by Cello in the contact play over from the banana position. One orb taken out, a secondary kill against Calais. They have alEnvers taking Sergiz back, so that's one frag, but still a lot more to be done here. Cross hopes for a flick back. Pulse is there to catch him off guard. Reaction timing is better from the T-side forces, leaving alEnvers and TKA to save their weapons. As I believe this is 11 rounds in a row for Crazy, if I'm not mistaken here, Dwight.
I believe it is. And already we've seen Crazy just completely abandon that A bomb site, only leaving a single player, because they know how important it is to try and take the weapons out of the City hands. AWP has been able to connect onto one, not quite getting the follow-up shot, as Pulses is able to take one down, but it's all down to Taka's left. 1 versus 3 for him, and he's going to hear the footsteps very close. An opportunity. Good spray coming through with the FAMAS, but the trade does come out 11-1 for Crazy. Things are starting to definitely look pretty smooth for them, pretty easy for them.
Yeah, and, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary, I don't think, here. And Crazy just easily under control, maintaining their presence and maintaining their dominance. The Deagles out of the CT side is 16k on several players pre-buy. It is 15,400 for SENSEi post-buy. So you're imagining he's going to get himself up to the maximum cash level here. The Deagles, the Crazy side, you know, could lose their lives to the headshots, but they're just so confident with these facing, and they know the FeelThe Thunder are feeling the heat and the pressure from the opposition. So the picks can come in easy. Couple trades coming out as Sergiz does fall. Cross is hoping to get another player back out here. The AK is also picked up and hoping for the best, but 4 versus 2. Crazy have the bomb site control. Mid established by Cello. Psycho's ready for this. Tapping and spraying his way through getting that kill, but Cross is just left to save his AK at this point. Yes, it's not gone well for FeelThe Thunder, to say the least.
You know what I'm ready for? I'm ready for, like, quadra AWPs. That's what I'm ready for, Jay.
They've gone for triple AWPs quite significantly, but...
yeah.
I think a quadra AWP is a bit too much, even if they are memeing, you know?
We'll probably see the triple AWPs coming out again on the City side. We've seen it come out a few times from them. There's not really too many more rounds to work with in this first half. Double AWP presence already coming out, and there it is. Triple AWPs again. I'd like to see some aggression. You don't get it? You know, to be fair, the AWP against a team like Crazy is probably the best chance you have at finding some sort of pick. But Crazy just keep rushing B, which makes it very difficult.
Especially with the mid picker as well. I mean, they've got 2 orbs here on the B site crossfire, but one missed shot could spell the end against a team like Crazy. And there it is. Flashes over. They maintain their map presence, seeing one player at the back of the site. The spray is good for Pulse, taking him down. alEnvers backed up over at the Coffin's entrance, and his orb might catch off one player getting aggressive. He's got to check the tree area, though, and Sergiz is ready for the backup. We'll hear those shots coming in. The plant will be secured, and they'll wait. Psycho will get Calais. Pulse gets on them as eventually swing out from Sergiz, gets out Cello, and now Cross is left alone to lick his wounds. Concede unlucky 13 to Crazy, but it is more unlucky for FeelThe Thunder, to be honest.
Okay, what I would do in this situation, if I was FeelThe Thunder, is I would just stack a bomb site. Like, that's literally probably like your best move. Going into round 15, you don't have the best of buys. You need to have a gamble stack because Crazy are just winning out all of the gunfights at the moment. A 13-1. And again, are they just gonna like keep rushing B every round?
Stack B bomb site really is what they have to do.
Yeah.
Crazy is rushing straight in. The flashes do go over, so they are supported by utility, but in the end they line up for 3 picks. 1 kill coming back for the FAMAS Calais, but that is as far as it goes. They want to get us back on track, it seems like, Dwayne. Like we were delayed by a little bit to get this tournament started, so put us back within the hour marker to close out map 1 of our day.
Yeah, it looks like they definitely want to move on and face some tougher opponents as we go deeper into the bracket. Obviously, this is a round of 512. About 400 teams that signed up for the Open Qualifiers, which is fantastic to see. It's always great to have a lot of teams getting involved. But in the end, it is going to be a 14-1 result coming out from Crazy. And actually, no, it was the third round that was actually won by FeelThe Thunder, Jay.
All right, okay. Well, credit to them.
And it was off time as well. So we missed that one, which was a bit disappointing. But potentially, Jay, pistol round, there's an opportunity for them to at least be able to get a couple more rounds here.
I love your enthusiasm. It's great. There's an opportunity to get a couple more rounds. There's
always an opportunity. Yeah, an opportunity.
I don't know, man. I feel like Crazy. Look at the aggression coming in towards that mid area. SENSEi and Pulse looking for their mid pick, and there's the USP taking off the first head. And Pulse will wrap over. There could be a kill coming in from Calais, but he'll get traded just as quickly to the banana face. Here comes Toxic straight up. alEnvers will get himself a nice kill, but no more than that. It feels like Psycho also going to miss his shots, but his teammates have gone down around him. Triple kill for SENSEi. And alEnvers left over towards the stairs of the apartment's entrance, seeing one player towards banana. But bomb in CT control. Ooh, he gets a second kill. 3 kills overall. This could be plausible against SENSEi that pops up. A chance for alEnvers, and he gets it. 4 frags for the T-side clutcher. And, well, you I have to eat my words now, haven't I? I just said there's no way.
Like, I can't believe you doubted me, Jack. I can't. Oh, that is good. That is good.
That is very good. Well, be sure to use code SLTV for a 15% refill bonus on Hellcase. You can, of course, buy the Hellcase Cup cases to support the prize pool that will be in play for this overall tournament. So definitely get yourself involved in that respect.
Ooh.
Crazy definitely want a piece of that prize pool, though. They've come back in with a force buy. They've taken that opening kill towards mid.
And what's fantastic is it started off as a 10k prize pool. We're already about that 13k mark, and we're only the first best of one into the Open Qualifiers. So definitely get involved. Head on over to hellcase.com to make sure that you're able to unbox nice skins and get involved into this fantastic Hellcase Cup. But for FeelThe Thunder, after a pistol round victory, unfortunately, they are forced into an early man disadvantage. The scout shot from SENSEi starting things off. Oh, look at this like slow peek coming out from Cello. Maybe he's just waiting for some sort of opening aggression from the CTs. Ooh, that's a nice, really nice peek coming out from Taka.
AK does work out for them, but they have sustained a lot of damage on the HP numbers, and these Deagles could be enough to turn it back to their favor. And smoke's down, 45 seconds to the clock. Pulse is tempted to fire blind through that smoke. Gap found, kill also received. 5-7 next up against the low HP player. alEnvers will go falling, and now it's up to Sergiz next on the B-side defense. He's got a Deagle of his own and a 1v2 all intents and purposes for him. He's got backup, of course, that could rotate to position. But for the most part, he is on his own for the initial defensive. Flashes in from his teammates. The AK will get to position. The smokes go up, and he looks on. Cello will get caught off. AK line out 2 frags. And PsychoFine will be looking fine for 15 match point for Crazy.
And for Crazy, able to force up the second round and convert the anti-eco force buy. And for the T's, unfortunately, with them losing that second round after winning the pistol, they have really got no money to work with. It's going to be the upgrades of the Deagles. The Julies actually coming out for Calais. A P90 for Sergiz. That's what I'm interested in, this P90.
Well, the M4 is the first thing that strikes out to the apartments. There's 2 frags found and 3 casualties sustained overall. Tapped up towards the quadrant, not going to quite be found by SENSEi. They're shoulder baiting to make sure that they waste their bullets and get out of dodge for information. I think he saw both of the T-side players here, so they should know. The P90 does come in for Sergiz. Gets that kill towards Banana, continuing the spray because why not? Attacker is the only man left. 1 versus 4. Deagle tapping, firing away, doing his best to do something, but Crazy have already called the GG, and I believe appropriately so here, Dweg. 16-2, it was a valiant effort, but in the end it was only going to go one way, and that was the way of Crazy.
And potentially we might see Crazy a little bit later on in the bracket, but for them, look, a very convincing victory, 16-2. And Jay, I think, look, it's expected. The early rounds of an open qualifier, a lot of the time you do end up getting a lot of those stomping affairs. But once we get later into the qualifiers, that's when we start to see some of the good teams facing off each other and having some really close affairs.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've got a lot more action coming over the day, and of course tomorrow when the best of 3s get kicked up. But for now, we're going to move on to a a short break and hopefully come back with another match. Well, we'll definitely come back with another match, but hopefully it's of a slightly more like, a competitive affair. Again, as we expect though in the early couple of rounds, it should be a bit of a clean-up from a lot of the teams, a lot of the most reputable names. So we'll find out. We'll go to a break for the time being and we'll come back with our second match of the day after this.